and there is some records kept. These are simple records. Even if the literacy rate is low, they help each other in keeping those records. And in the organic bazaar, the farmers, the PGS farmers, come and sell their produce directly. This way, we have created a market just for PGS certified organic produce. PGS farmers can sell it at a better rate to the consumers. If this was not so, if a tomato has to be sold by a farmer, they sell it generally to a middleman who say for about 5 rupees, and the middleman sells in the market for about 10 rupees. But with this organic bazaar, the farmer comes directly and sells it not for 10 rupees, but for 12 rupees. He commands a premium because he's selling it as organic. And he gets the margin because he sells it directly. We also in the city or in the small town, we organize consumers, we conduct consumer workshops, and these consumers come to the organic bazaar knowing very well that they are buying from a small farmer and they are buying vegetables that are organically produced. So they're willing to pay more and they are committed to the farmer and their produce. And for the farmer is able to sell a variety of produce, local produce for the local consumers. Besides, it also helps in interaction between the farmer and the consumer. Now, the PGS can be applied in many places. It can be applied in the organic bazaars. It can be applied in the market outlets which can sell PGS labeled produce. In India, we have formed a network of PGS member organizations. There are about 14 member organizations. We have a common logo, and we have formed a society called the PGS Organic Council, which has its norms. So we are able to send produce from one PGS member organization to another PGS member organization, and it has good traceability. All the local groups' information is available online. And these member organizations have their own outlets where the PGS labeled produce can be sold. PGS members have also formed farmer cooperatives. This is the case in Maharashtra, this is the case in Andhra Pradesh, and many other places. Even in Keystone Foundation of Tamil Nadu, the PGS farmers have come together and formed cooperatives and can sell together. PGS also can be used within community-supported agriculture. I will tell you the case where PGS is used within community-supported agriculture in India later. Where community-supported agriculture, as the book Sharing the Harvest puts it, is food producers plus food consumers plus commitment to one another equal to CSAs plus untold possibilities. I like this definition. So it's a partnership between the farmers and the people. They are committed to each other and they share responsibilities and they share risks. Now, I should say that CSAs is not a very new phenomenon in India. The traditional method of selling milk, cow milk, is a form of CSA, in which the dairy owner, we are talking about small dairies here with 1 to 4 cows or 1 to 5 cows. They come to a consumer from a nearby town and they say, we have 5 cows, we produce this much milk. How much milk do you need every day? 1 liter every day? Yes. So they give 1 liter every day. So it's a contract between a producer, dairy owner and a consumer. But these this type of relationship is only among the small dairy owners. And in Pune and in 2 other places in India too, there are some experiments being done of integrating PGS with community-supported agriculture, as is practiced in Europe and in the rest of the world too. Where a group of between 150 to 200 consumers get in touch with GORAS, which is a non-profit organization, and the GORAS becomes the link between the farmers and the consumers, and then they get into a tripartite agreement, and the consumers can go to the farms, visit the farms at any time, can play a role in the farms, and the farmers bring the produce to the city, Pune city, and get it packed in boxes. And the consumers also tell what they need in every season or every year. And they also have to fill up some forms, and they have to give a membership fee as well. Now, we are talking about PGS, CSAs as a means towards food sovereignty. Food sovereignty, as was approved during the La Via Campesina, and the definition that was approved there, is food sovereignty is the right of peoples to healthy and culturally appropriate food produced through ecological, sound and sustainable methods, and their right to define their own food and agriculture systems. I believe that PGS, CSA, these are platforms, these are means to encourage local farmers who produce food in sustainable ways. Both these systems promote their produce locally, improve their livelihoods, and help them to sell a diverse variety of foods which are available locally. If not for PGS, at least in my case, we would not have markets for the local vegetables which are not found in any other place other than in that region. So if we do not introduce PGS or CSA or such local mechanisms, these crops, millets, vegetables, some of the vegetables will just disappear from our menus. And besides, these systems help particularly the small farmers who are the majority in our country, many other countries too. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, I'm Jocelyn, working for Urgency. I'm going to be the timekeeper, so that's why I'm taking now the speech. We can have 5 minutes, maybe 3 or 4 questions to Joy for his presentation, and then we'll move to the other presentation about CSA in China. Do you have any question to Joy? Please raise your hand.
Hi.
Hello.
Corey Whitney,
Yeah.
coming from Germany. I wanted you to say something about some of the plants that were preserved through the PGS movement. I'm interested to know some of the different kinds of plants.
So the question is, what kind of different kind of plants have been preserved through the PGS system? Question about the plants.
Yeah. For example, we created a demand in the cities for millets, sorghum and pearl millet. We created a demand for certain vegetables like flowers from the trees, there's a particular flower which is used as a vegetable, which was used by many people in the region, but the use has come down. But we were now able to create a demand for it. Similarly, there are several other vegetables. I know the Marathi names, but I don't know the biological and botanical and English names for that. But there are many other local vegetables which have come into the market.
We still have time for 2 questions, so I see 2 hands. Yeah. Can you speak loud? I don't know if we have a microphone here. No? Okay.
So I'm Rowena from Masipag, Philippines. So as I heard that there's a law that supports PGS in India. So aside from that law, what does the government do to support the local implementation of PGS?
Well, India is probably among the 1 or 2 countries in the world that recognizes PGS as a system of certification. So the National Center for Organic Farming, that is a part of the government, has supported PGS, has recognized PGS, and recently they have also come up with a notification of that these PGS groups can get registered with the government, but that is a sort of another recognition or double recognition, but there's no financial support or any other support. But support through policy and regulation is itself a big achievement.
Okay, the last question.
Good morning. I am Nhung. Yeah, my name is Nhung. A short name from Vietnam. I have been to India and study of your PGS. And I have one question about the transparency in your system, because I see in the picture and you present that the farmer bring their product to sell it directly to the consumer without package. So how to manage maybe the farmer brings some vegetable and the product is not in the system to sell it to farmer, to the consumer. It's transparent, managed transparent in the system.
Sorry if I got it right.
Transparent.
What is it? Where is the transparency in the system when the farmer sells it?
Bring the vegetable to the consumer.
Okay, got it. Now, only the PGS member farmers sell in those organic bazaars. No other farmer. The farmers who go to the bazaar are first scrutinized in the village by the group. So the farmers within the group know each other. They know that this person is going to the market, and they know from where the vegetables are being harvested and taken, and they know each other, they meet each other every day. So there is a system to ensure that the farmer going to the bazaar, organic bazaar, and selling is selling organic vegetables. Now, from the consumer perspective, now the consumer sees a big label saying that the farmers of this bazaar are organic farmers which are PGS certified, and our organization stands as an assurance. The name of the organization is put there, IARD. So if they require further details of the farmer, they can contact the farmer directly, farmers groups directly, or they can contact the organization which acts as the facilitating council for these local groups. Yeah. So there is complete transparency in this process.
We'll have a very last question. Somebody who's been raising their hand for a long time. And just let me tell you once again that this afternoon we'll have a chance to have a more participatory, more interactive session during the fishbowl on CSA. So if you have more questions, just come this afternoon at 2:45.
Merhaba. konuşmacıya sormak istediğim şu, yani yapılan tarımın tam olarak nasıl açıklayabilir? Sadece uluslararası olarak belirlenen kurallar dışında Hindistan'ın geleneksel halk bilgeliği veyahut da işte Fukuoka doğal tarım, Shumei doğal tarım, permakültür gibi, biyodinamik tarım gibi bunların da bir karması, bir özel şekli var mı?
Serdar Tanal, a farmer from Turkey, he asks the type of the agriculture that is done. I mean, do you have criteria about whether it should be biodynamic or traditional or organic? So do you have any constraints on the type of agriculture that's being done?
The traditional farming methods is being practiced by many of the smallholder farmers, and it is basically based on the cow manure, organic manure, and so on. But there is no regulation stating that, oh, this is the method of cultivation to be practiced by all. Did I get your question right? Yeah, there is no regulation stating that. But there are subsidies which encourage the chemical farmer, but no subsidies for organic farmers. Thereby, it's the farmers, in a way, find it easy to take off-the-shelf chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your questions. Thank you, Joy, for answering concisely. And now the floor is to Xian, who is the founder of the Shared Harvest Farms in China.